day and night cream. We don't have the gel texture anymore, but this cream is perfect for all skin type, including oily skin. And it's even minimized the pores for oily skins. So what does it do? It will really be super hygienic. It will protect from daily aggressor if you are using only the day cream. We have different types of ingredients. What are they for? We have hyaluronic acid trio that you already know with 3 sides of hyaluronic acid from Shiseido. You remember that hyaluronic acid is something that is really familiar to Shiseido. What are hyaluronic acid for? For hydration, yeah, but how does it hydrate the skin?
Madam, I will call the BA. She's on the BA.
Dinilahin mo.
Kababalik ko lang noon eh. Talagang ako nito. Cover up lang ako.
Uy, pero mahal yung 1.8 na yan, 1.7 na. Ano ba
Once
yan?
ako ganun.
Pero ano ba, sabi ni Sheila?
Ano yan? 1.5?
Hindi, mahal yan.
Kaya ito,
1.7,
Sabi ni Sheila daw, yun yung bago daw na parang 10 days na daw, makikita mo daw yung result. Oo, sabi niya po, ito yung nasa TikTok.
Naubos nga yung tester ko.
Mag-ano tayo? Mag-try tayo niya.
Hindi ko nabalian, everyday ako yun. Can I see?
Nagamit ko yung quick check solution na pang puti tsaka yung black.
Pwede sa ano ito kasi
Ayun.
pang matanda na yan.
Oo, pang mga 55 above yan.
Oo.
Kaya mo na.
Ano, pwede ganun din.
Parang
Papunta na rin yun.
malapit yan sa akin. Renta na rin kami eh. Ito ba yun? Ultimate, renewing cream. Uy, sino nga ba ito?
Celine.
Sino? Sino?
Celine.
Ay, oo kaya pa. Sabi ko pa na ko familiar.
Ngayon maganda siya ngayon.
Maganda rin naman kahapon.
Uy, ang liit
Uy,
pala
uy.
niya. Ano?
Ha?
Ang liit pala niya. Pero sa tawag ito? Sa video,
virtual.
parang okay naman siya.
Ay, wala tayong pangalan.
Nameplate. Sabi nila ko nameplate ko.
We don't know what kind of
Hello, Celine. Good afternoon. How are you?
Good afternoon. Welcome. Do you have the name on the side?
Saan ba yun?
Where's the sun?
This one?
On this one?
Ito siguro. Gagawin
In
natin.
case
Yeah.
remember, but yeah. Just sometimes in the training, it's useful. Hello.
You're right.
Hello.
It's
How are
nice.
you?
Good.
It's nice to see you in person, Celine. We only saw you in the
Yes,
Virtual.
through the
Yeah,
screen.
virtual.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not the same. It's not the same. Here we'll be able to practice together, to have fun together. So yeah, there it will be so
You're
good.
much more beautiful in person. Huh?
Of course, always say that.
You're all beautiful too. I really like to see you in person. I couldn't stand the virtual training anymore. I was like, this is a face-to-face training and this will be much more nicer for you, nicer for me, face-to-face contact person. And we'll do the same thing on the next semester as well.
Wow, that's good.
Maybe
That's
that.
super good.
We have travel. We have travel.
Yes, I know you would like to travel too. Us too, we would like to visit. I will check with the living if we can do.
Ano to lagyan natin?
Pangalan mo. Di ba? Kapag kailangan taga ng caps ang face, di ba?
Oo, correct. Ganyan talaga na. Eh, pero...
Yan ang natutunan natin.
Masyado pa rin.
Para hindi na mawawala. Parang hindi mo mawawala.
Masyado pa rin pangalan.
Yan ang na-master natin. Isang ano nga dyan. Kailangan marunong.
Na-amaze kaya ako sa kanya.
Kailangan marunong ka ng sumarot eh. No? Naman. Di ba?
Kung mukhang mature siya dyan. Oh.
Kilala ko niyang
Sino? Ikaw?
kasi nasa unan ako. Tell me, Jesse, you understand it. What is clarifying lotion?
Bakit?
Di ba, pina-apply kami ng cream. Siya may pina-applyan niya. Eh, dapat smooth lang.
Ginawa niya dog daw.
Akala mo nagpa-polish ng...
Nag-floor wax eh. Sabi sa kanya, I thought it's my shoes. Tawa.
Hindi naman offense yan.
Oh, hindi, tawa rin siya. Hindi mo na-open siya. Loko din niya eh.
Hirap na ngayon magbenta na Shiseido. Kailangan maka 2,000 po.
Oo. 2.5 diba?
2,000, 2,500, 3,000.
Naka-jackpot lang ako.
Sinulat ko pa naman, kala ko 1,000 lang meron na, 1,899. Pero yung tatlo. Ako naka-1,6 something eh. Sayang, kala ko nga 1,000 meron
Dati
ng 20.
1,000, no? Diba? Maganda yung post na. Yung isang ultim yun pa lang. No?
Nagka-stock, saka tumaas eh.
Grabe ba? Hindi, baka siguro kasi madami.
Hello!
I'm taking a mic for this session because it's a pleasure to see all those people in front of me. My voice is really small, so I'm taking a mic for you to be able to perfectly understand me. And I'm very happy to be here with you, face-to-face
Baka hindi
training.
sila mag-ano.
So, first few words, so we are here with Lily and Melanie for you to conduct a perfect Shiseido training this afternoon. So, this session of training on Shiseido, of course, will be reviewing novelties that we are launching in your shop for the first semester. But we also wanted to create a training which is much more access on all the points of difference of Shiseido brands. The last time I've been meeting each other, I'm not talking about online session, it was in Cannes 2 years ago for most of you. So it's really a pleasure to see you again face to face for this training. Do not hesitate if you everything need to be discussed can be done today because we are really here together. It's a moment of exchanges. It's not only a training, but it's a kind of kickoff since 2 years. So yeah, do not hesitate to let us know anything you would like to discuss. Any question you might have on Shiseido, or if you want our brands like Beauté brands. So, the agenda of today, as I told you, will really be focused on the points of difference of Shiseido brands. So, can you please maybe remember what are the points of difference of Shiseido? Imagine you were using the product, you are a customer. You are not a beauty consultant right now, you are a customer. You are using our products. What kind of uniquenesses do you remember from our products?
What kind of product?
Uniqueness.
A premium brand, yeah. I will give you the mic so everybody can.
Quiet lang tayo.
Actually, I think we will be alright.
Yeah, Shiseido is different from other brands because it is from Asia, specifically from Japan. Yeah, it's one of the top skincare brands from Asia.
Thank you very much. So this is the first point of difference, which is absolutely correct. We are a Japanese brand. We are a Japanese brand, and why Japanese skincare are so specific or so special? What is special about Japanese skincare brands?
Pharmaceuticals.
Yes, the technology, I heard it. The expertise, yeah. Do you know our anniversary this year? How old are we?
120.
150 years.
150.
150 years old. So can you just imagine? We are the oldest skincare brand still existing today. Our expertise is skincare. Some of the brands is makeup or fragrances. Shiseido is really an expert skincare brand. So we have the long expertise in research, in development, in manufacturing. We have been pioneer in a lot of different things, such as hyaluronic acid production. We have been the first to create the bio-hyaluronic acid. So it's been created in a laboratory, non-animal origin. Before, cosmetic field was using animal origin hyaluronic acid. What else? So we have the expertise. Why also Japanese skincare are so nice? Imagine, again, you're not a beauty consultant, you are a customer, you just bought, I don't know, for example, your Future Solution regenerating cream. What would be for you? You already answered to that question. So the uniqueness of Shiseido can be resumed into three pillars. Three pillars. The first one would be the texture. Texture, we are a Japanese brand. Imagine when you are using a product, many of you are really wondering a nice, fast penetrating, silky, very sensory texture. This is really something we are looking for when we are buying skincare. Do you remember what kind of ritual does a Japanese woman apply at home? Layering, exactly. This, do you know how many steps does it mean? I mean cleansing, remove makeup, cleaning, softening, serum, cream, eye cream, etc. Do you know how many products a Japanese woman is using in average? 7 in average, exactly. 7 in average, so maximum 12 products morning, 12 products night. On average, it takes 7 steps. But in Shiseido, we have a 6-step routine, which is still be easy for our customer, otherwise they will be complicated. So, layering, when you have so many steps, when you are using so many products, you need to have a very silky, very fast penetrating texture. That's why in Shiseido, you can try the enriched version of Vital Perfection, or the light texture of Vital Perfection, or any types of other creams. All the creams will have different texture, sure, but they will all be very nice, silky on the skin, still very dewy and not sticky. This is really something we want to really care about it, and we want to focus on when we were demonstrating the product of Shiseido. The second pillar, and you told it, was the aromatology. You told the aromatology, and it's exactly the second strength of Shiseido. Normally, we are using fragrances in cosmetic. Fragrances to smell good, to have a kind of sensoriality in the products. But in Shiseido, we want to go further. We don't have just nice aromatology. We have active aromatology. What does it mean? We don't have, I would correct what I just said, we don't have just nice fragrance, we have a real aromatology. Do you remember what does it mean? What is the aromatology? What is it?
It has healing.
It's a fragrance that is Shiseido.
Feeling effect, di ba?
Yes, it's a Shiseido science that we apply in all our skincare, exactly. And what is it benefiting? What does it have in terms of benefits? Do you remember? Stress. Yeah, it's help for stress, exactly. Yeah. Do you have another idea? It can help for stress. It's improve the skin condition, exactly, through the fragrance, without touching the skin with the skincare. Can you imagine? Just by smelling our fragrances, our aromatology, we are improving the skin condition. It's different from aromatherapy. Aromatherapy is when you care the skin with essential oil. The aromatology is really dedicated to Shiseido product. It's when you smell a product, the product will have an effect on your mind, for example, relaxing, energizing, but also, and this is what's special about Shiseido aromatology, it will also have an action in your skin just by smelling the product. And this is really specific to aromatology. Just to let you know that Shiseido has just one floor in the research center dedicated to the aromatology research. So this is something really specific. And third, and of course, it's good to have a good fragrance, to have good technology, to have a good skin, a good texture. But it's also, of course, important to have active and efficient skincare through good technology. We have 150 years of experience in skincare development, so we have very efficient technology that will really benefit all the skins. Okay, so it's really a holistic approach, and through this holistic approach, we would like you to really engage this kind of discussion with your customer, because what is making the difference between one product and another, it's not only the product itself, it's also all the research behind, it's the brand DNA, and our DNA, our strength, are these three pillars. So this training will really be access for you to really be able to explain to the customer the texture, to pay attention to the aromatology you have in each of the products, and to really focus on these advantages and these criteria when you apply the product on the customer hands, or when you ask the customer to try the texture. So this first part will be access on the texture and the aromatology of Shiseido, and we will have a very fun game that we prepared for you. And I will tell you more in about 1 second. Part number 2, we will have a review of the novelties technology, and then we'll have a small break, and at the end we'll have a kind of game card, and also you will have to find some routine regimen for specific customer cases. So the module number 1, as I told you, is really based on texture and aromatology. So for this one, I would like to ask you, what kind of texture do exist on the cosmetic market? What kind of texture do exist? Cream texture, yes.
Liquid.
Emulsion, okay. Gel types, exactly. And we have a last one that is not so present in Shiseido, that is also the balm texture. So in fact, when you are using a cosmetic, you have 3 types of textures. You have the cream texture. Cream, emulsion, fluid, these three words are referring to the same types of cosmetics. It's a mix between oil and water. This is the name of cream, emulsion, fluid. It's also after differentiate the types of oil, percentage, and nutrition you have in the product. The second type is oil and balm, and the third type is the gel and the lotion, which are 100% watery. When you are demonstrating each one of these types of texture to a customer, we need to pay attention to the word we are giving to the customer. For example, I will give you an example. If you say this cream is oily, what do you think about this word, oily? Is it negative or positive? Negative, okay. If you say, oh, this oil is super nutritive, do you think it's negative or positive?
Positive.
Positive. In fact, the word, the choice of the word you are using is key in demonstrating a product. It will in fact or seduce your customer if the choices are done correctly, or it will oppositely just repulse the customer. So be very careful at the word you are using. Let's give some example. For example, what kind of word and qualitative could we give to explain the feeling that you will have when you will use the first texture, which is a gel or lotion? What kind of keyword we can use to qualify the feeling we have when we apply a gel or lotion, which is 100% watery? Fast absorbing, yes, indeed. Easy to wear, yes. Light texture. Okay, even more seductive. Try to think, oh, how can I seduce someone with a gel? Not sticky.
Smooth.
Cooling sensation. This is really nice. Cooling is already very seductive. It means you will have a kind of refreshment when you apply the product. Okay, do you have other ideas? Maybe. Honestly, I think that even if you have a combination skin, you could be, for example, loving rich texture at night. It really depends on the type of customer you are looking, you have in front of you. For example, who here has a combination skin? Just raise your hand. I will not come to you. Just be not scared. Okay, raise your hand if you have a combination or oily skin. Okay. Okay, from these people, who like to use a creamy texture at night? You see? Half of it. In fact, a little bit everybody. So it means that even if you have an oily or combination skin, you can personalize, use a light texture in the morning if you would like to avoid to shine, your skin to shine, and a cream that is a little bit more nourishing at night. We need to personalize according to the skin, to the customer, to the concern, to the skin type, and to the beauty routine. That's why personalization is really important. It means ask a lot of questions to the customer before to propose anything. So, now that we know this introduction on all the point of difference of Shiseido products, texture, aromatology, we would like to propose you a game. I don't know if you saw, but you have 6 products on the table. 6 products, what do you know 6 products? 6 samples of products. Okay. Now that you saw the small jar, I will explain you the game. You will have to work as a teamwork. So you will have to work all of you together. You will have to, and not open yet, you will have to try one by one the product, but all of you, and you will have to discuss each other about each sample. You will have to give 3 information about each of the samples. First information you need to write and you need to define is 1, 2, or better, even better, 3 keywords about the texture. Some keywords about the aromatology. And finally, this is the most tricky part. You will have to guess which Shiseido product it is. Okay? So this is a kind of very fun game. It will be a little bit challenging I will not lie to you, it's really challenging. But to help you, each of the table here, you have one line of Shiseido product in each of the table. You can go from table to table to check the product that you think is the correct one, to check if it's matching. Okay? So this will make the challenge a little bit easier. So the only thing is that it's a teamwork. So open one by one the sample and discuss together. I repeat. So qualify the texture, qualify some keywords about the fragrance, so the aromatology, and which product do you think it is. And the best part is that you have 10 minutes.
Cream.
Okay. This is a challenge. Let's go.
Meron yun. Wait lang. Yan ba yung ano yun natin?
Oo.
Kung ano yung
Kung ano yung texture niya, kung ano yung... Sa sheer up
keyword?
Cream to cream.
Ha?
Gel and lotion pala, gel and lotion.
Yung alin?
Alin dyan? Alin dito mo?
So,
Tapos tingnan mo sa Shiseido na ano.
ito ano to?
Spatula.
Gel and lotion to eh. Pre, gel and lotion to.
Hindi, yan, emulsion yan.
Wak na ina.
Sumpok yan, emulsion.
Hindi naman ito po. Hindi naman ito po eh.
Lotion to, nakalagay o lotion?
Lotion pa? Tama ako, gel and lotion. Refreshing. Ano yung alam mo ko?
Aroma collagen. Aroma collagen, di ba? Yung gel lotion.
Oo.
Sulat mo na ito sa may malaking paper.
Oo.
Ayan. Ano yan?
Lotion.
Ito yun.
Ano ba susulat?
Ano ilala? Ano ko dito? Ito na
Dami yung nilagay mo.
Pero hindi daw ganito tama, ganito daw.
Saka dapat ganito lang daw.
konti lang.
Yan yung ginamit ko, ay hindi pala yung ginamit ko nanay.
Baka makita niya kung ano yung website.
Pwede kayo nung lumipat sa kapit ay
Para saan?
check mo ano yung texture. Lahat sila sa shade. Hindi, ibig sabihin ano ba, yung hulaan yun o ito hulaan? Ano ba hulaan natin?
Hindi ko nga alam eh. Akala ko yun.
Yun ba?
Ito.
Alam ko na.
Ito hulaan mo, pwede na ako nag-delete.
Hulaan mo naman na. Ano ba?
Gel lang siya? Gel lang siya?
Lotion ang sabi. Hindi gel to. Di ba lotion to siya?
Oo,
Yan,
softener.
Ito ano to? Cream?
Cream.
Ayun lang.
And may cream.
Ano no?
And may cream.
Ano may cream?
And may. And may
And
cream.
may cream. May
And may.
Okay.
Ito yung chocolate siya. Dito sa kamay ko.
Hindi ba yun?
Ha? Hindi, tingin mo ito. Yung amoy.
Pharmacology?
Oo, ito.
Hindi.
Ay, oo.
Yes, Aromacology. Aromacology. Anong tawag sa aromacology? Ano aromacology?
Ano ba dyan? Ano ba dapat? Kung hindi to future solution dapat. Ano yung race? Ano ang hulaan natin, di ba?
Next yun yung quantity. So ano yan? Pharmacology.
Anybody who wants voice of cancer?
Ito daw yung sagot, urban environment HDP.
Yan.
Ito daw.
Isulat mo na nga.
Kasi yun yung may amoy eh. Sige, may basta. Anong amoy?
Ay, wala kang amoy ang ultim yun.
Ayan yun.
Ultim yun. Sulat mo na.
Texture, ano texture niyan?
Texture is gel. Lotion.
Gel. Lotion.
G. Ano pa nga rin mo?
Kasi ang ito ba mo siya?
Describe.
Feeling effect. Buong eye.
Ano yan? Stocks mo? Ating ka? Sa anong
Ano mahapon yun?
Kano ba?
KH.
$300? Pero magkano yung inangat ang ano mo? Malaki na inangat.
Hindi yan.
Nakamera ka ba dyan?
Oo, tumataya ka. Kasi bagsak yung market na yun eh.
Lalo sa US pare, bagsak ang US.
Wala.
Ayun nga,
Nasa
yung
ibang cream nyo dyan? Yan lang dalawa eh. Nasaan yung cream?
Babagsak pa.
Yung ito.
Kaya,
Sabi niya nga ba, future
May balitaan ko, bagsak pa.
Hindi nga.
US ang epektado ngayon.
Kasi dagdag ka ng dagdag ka. Pag tumaas,
Kasi sabi nila, makasagsak lang yung ginagaling US ngayon. Pero hindi sa pinaka-lowest point. Pero sabihin, kumpara sa mga the past few years, decades, ngayon yung pinakabagsak. Pero sana lang,
Kasi may ako. Number 3.
Ano sagot?
Hindi ba ito?
Ha?
May texture kasi.
Future solution?
may una ba lahat? O yun lang una?
Tinatanong niya kung yung lahat ng text na dapat waterly. Meron ka naman na college at yung civic na. Eh, hindi naman ito waterly, Jess. Baka yun yun.
ito.
Yun.
Ito yun.
Kasi hindi siya waterly.
Ito yung water na
Ay,
talaga.
susulat mo ba lahat? Bawat table?
Hindi, i-compare mo kung ano yung
Dinidescribe
sa
doon.
tatlo na describe mo.
Gel lotion. Same lang pa rin.
Oo.
Texture.
Pero sinulat mo to. Ito yun.
Hindi, yun. Wala to.
Hindi yan yan.
Ano nito texture nito? Yellow.
Gel lotion.
Oh.
Aromatology. It has healing sensation. Healing and relaxing sensation.
Dito yan.
Yan ang sagot.
Tapos, 2MI.
Ayan. Ito. Ito yan ah. Wala, hindi lang siya.
Ang dami yung sabot.
Sabihin mo kaya sana, wala po akong maamoy. Ganon. Labas ka muna.
Sasagutin? Sasagutan? Yan lang, diba?
Oo. Baka inalaborate.
Akin na yung takip kan.
Brightening. Ay. Ano ba yung sasagutan ano? Lahat ba sasagutan natin? Bawat table?
Oo, sagutan natin. Pero, may nakaano na kung ano yung answer mo sa table natin.
Ano nila?
I-discuss natin lang. I-discuss natin yung ibang answer natin. Tatanungin tayo. Kung ano sagot ng table
Oo,
na
sagot
to.
ng table.
Ayun, sagot namin.
Kami nga, hindi pa Kompleto na kayo?
5 ba ang kailangan sagutan? Hindi namin maintindihan.
5 eh. 5 di ba?
We will answer 5.
5 right?
We have 6.
6. We have how many buttons?
2 here.
Dalawa
Two
lang
only.
kami.
No, that is the sample. That's the package you have.
Ah, we don't have.
We don't have. We have 6.
Ah, we don't have like this.
Wala kayo nito? Wala kayo.
Wala.
Meron nito bro.
Ah, kaya pala hinahanap namin, hindi na.
Wala kayo nito eh.
No, we don't have that.
Ito.
Or what do you smell? It's relaxing? Yes, exactly. It's relaxing. Do you smell something specific or what kind of? Yes, I heard it. AG?
The number 2 ultimate. Ultimate yun.
It's orange blossom, but it's a blossom.
Cherry blossom.
No,
Flower.
it's yes, flower. It's a flowering fragrance, so aromatology. So cherry blossom, no, red blossom. You were very close to the good one.
Japanese.
Plum, amethyst, rose, and so it's gentle and relaxing. The aromatology of future solution is very specific. Number 2.
Ultimate.
What kind of product is it?
Ultimate.
Okay, everybody, I can sure everybody is right. It's Ultimate. Congratulations to all of you. Ultimate. Okay, let's qualify the texture of Ultimate. How do you feel the texture?
Watery.
Watery.
Gel-like, silky, dewy, smooth. And what's the advantage of using Ultimate before to use a cream? What's really the specificity of the texture? Yes, it's a booster, it's a booster cream. But how is the texture really when you apply it on the skin?
Quick absorption.
Absorb, exactly. And that's why you can really complement any types of skincare regimens with Ultimate. It will be super quickly applied and absorbed. So this is really specific about the texture. What's the aromatology? What kind of words do you have to qualify the aromatology? It can be qualitative or it can be the notes you can smell in.
Thank you, Arsenal.
Strong smell? Not so strong.
Light smell.
Flowery, yeah, we have flower in it. I can hear flower. What else? Citrusy, okay.
Ano pa ba?
One more? No? Okay, so it has 2 types of effect on your skin. It's relaxing, but it's also energizing. You have rose, you have lotus, you have ginger, you have rosemary, and you have cardamom. So no citrus in it. Okay, next product. Number 3.
Urban age different transgression.
Urban environment. Okay, are you sure?
Ay, benefiance ba? Ano ba?
Number 3.
Ano nga ba yung nauna?
Light of perfection and motion. Okay.
Benefiance?
Who wants to vote also? I will just check if your sample is okay. No? Huh? It's the sun protection, yes. Which one?
Yung ano, yung
Ang dual care.
yung sun something.
Isa.
Yung sun something dito.
Expert sun protection.
Yan, yung blue. Yung blue. Kunin mo.
Lotion.
Kasi blue. Mali. Makatawa ka, my friend. Tatandaan kita. Tumawa ka sa akin.
Yes. It has exactly. In Shiseido,
Loko ka.
we have one aromatology per line. So you have the aromatology of center, you have the aromatology of body perfection, you have the aromatology of, for example, white kissing. So, expert sun protection. How would you define the texture on your skin? Lightweight. Think about a 50+ sunscreen. What kind of texture do you want it to have? Yeah, but the texture, when you apply it. light and dewy and natural, which means when you apply it, it's not sticky still,
Best absorption.
water resistance. But when it's a super high protection, usually the protection are white. So then it's colorless, transparent, exactly. What about now the aromatology? Citrusy, absolutely. This one you can be sure 100% is citrusy. Very good. So into the aromatology, you have lemon, grapefruit, cassis, magnolia, white musk. So it's a very summer smell. So really unique signature from Shiseido Center. Okay, next product. Product number 4. Which one was
Ano
it?
nga yung number 4 natin?
Benefiance.
Benefiance?
Beneficience. I will put it on the back.
Atin yun.
Beneficience.
Beneficent emulsion.
Or another one. Beneficiation. Okay. And it was
Ano yung number 5?
Beneficience emulsion. Congratulations.
Rich,
Okay.
ano yung 5 tsaka 6? Baka tayo na.
5 and 6. Ano bang
The
naiwan?
texture. How do you feel
Ano
the
natin
texture?
ito?
Lightweight. Exactly. Very lightweight. I think it's the lightest day cream we have in Shiseido. It's a very lightweight emulsion which is dewy and silky. How do you think it's aromatology?
Flowery.
And then you tell me you have kumquat. Yeah, sorry, but I was a little bit too quick.
Hanap.
You have kumquat. Ooh. You have kumquat, sweet orange, and yum, which is really the signature fragrance of Beneficience. Okay, next product then. Product number 5. I need just to remember because I don't remember our products.
Kaya mo number 6 nga? Ano?
Wala tayo.
Tayo kinuha. Kaya pa rin yung number 1, number 2. Grace, yung number 6 nga.
Okay, which line is this fragrance? Men's line.
This is number 6.
Okay,
Tignan
Titanic is
nyo.
not the correct one. It's not that.
Hindi katulad ba
It's
niyan?
not Shiseido brand.
Yung Beauty Solutions.
Katingnan, Chris.
Okay.
Anong
And by
number
the
5?
way,
Ito six.
not by
Iba yung performance.
like, which one?
Oo. Nasaan yung bio performance dito?
Iba yung performance.
You agree on that side? And beyond, and yeah, here behind, which product do you think it is?
Ano ba yung
So number 5. Not sure? For the answer, you think? It's quite challenging, right?
Ano yung number 5?
It is
Beneficience?
the white zero. Congratulations, the table. So it's a smooth texture that spreads really lightly on the skin, and the
number
smell
6 is either it
is
was
white
Beneficience na
business
9.
aromatology. Okay.
Hindi, sa bio performance.
Bio performance.
Flower for your information is
Nakita mo ba? Wala.
Meron din ba?
This is thanks to the premium flower that you have in the product as well. Next product number 6.
Bio performance. Kung sagutin yung bio performance.
Sagutin mo na, pre.
Vital perfection pala.
Vital ano? Perfection?
Vital perfection.
Vital perfection.
And you all want that one because yes, it's all
Vital perfection. Vital.
So if you're looking at the texture of this product is really an enveloping cream. It's an enveloping cream that is a little bit lighter than the enriched version that you can find that you can use morning and night. So yeah, it's an overnight cream, but it spreads really nicely on the skin and recovering, make the skin recover throughout the night. Okay, and the aromatology, you have into this aromatology the Japanese royal orchid, which is a very elegant and kind of soothing and relaxing action to the skin when you apply it. Okay, and the very last product, number 7.
May number 7 pa ba?
Okay, sorry. This was a trick. Okay, so this was the first part of the training. So, do you have any questions on this part until now? No? So it's really important for us. We made that kind of game that was really challenging. Why? Is because when you are trying a product from the jar that you already know, sometimes you have some fake idea about this product. For example, I will give you an example. You try the enriched version, for example, of Vital Perfection. And you know already that it's the enriched version. So you will automatically mean, oh, it's really rich, it's sticky, it's not super good, my skin is oily, I don't want that type of cream. But once you really try the texture and you don't know what texture is it, you really pay attention to the texture that you are trying on your hand. And sometimes you really realize how nice is the texture, even if it's an enriched version, for example. And for Shiseido, it's the case. Even if you're using an enriched version, you will always have a very nice and silky texture. And you will have the first sight of the cream when you take it from the jar, and you will have the feeling when you will apply it to the skin. This is different. So you always have a feeling before to apply it, and the feeling on the skin after application. And be careful about the amount you apply on the hand of the customer, or the amount of cream you use to try the product. If you use too much quantity, for example, more than a per size amount, you will not have a good texture on the skin of the customer. So the customer will not like the texture. So a very small amount of cream on the hand of the customer. Okay, so let's go to our part number 2. So, part number 2.
Na-recover ko ikaw.
Shiseido pa rin. Puro Shiseido ba ito?
So, part number 2 will be here to talk about the technologies of Shiseido. So we just have a discussion about the technology, the texture and the aromatology of the product of the brand, and now we'll talk about the third point of difference, which are the technology. But of course, we'll not see the technology of all the products. We'll see the technologies of the main novelties and one bestseller, which is Ultimate. Since it has been a very long time we didn't saw each other, I think it could be a very good idea to just have a refresh on Shiseido bestseller, which is first Ultimate. So for this part, I would like you to take your phone. Please try to use your own connection, your own internet connection, not the Wi-Fi. It will be easier for you to connect. And try to flash this QR code. This QR code will allow you to answer a few questions throughout the training. So it will not be a quiz, it will be several questions included in the training. And then we'll discuss in between. So just keep your phone connected just beside you, behind the, on your table.
Saan i-connect?
So just flash the QR code
Sa camera, i-picture mo.
in order to put the, in order to also to put your name just afterwards.
May magpa-pop up.
Okay.
Nawala na.
Did you all flash the QR code? Yeah? Okay. Did you put your name? Not yet? Okay. So it will be just afterwards.
Wala, may picture na.
Ano ba gawin?
So first step is
QR code ba yun?
Ultimate. Ultimate. So what do you remember from this word, from this product? What is it, Ultimate?
Ano?
Parang lagay yung name.
Okay, let's brainstorm together. What is Ultimate? Hey, what is Ultimate? You can connect afterwards.
Eh, wala. Tinanggal na naman.
Ultimate.
One piece for 7 seconds in the whole world.
Exactly. It's the bestseller of Shiseido brand. So we sell one piece each 7 seconds. This has been rated in 2019.
For the aluminum.
Just repeat.
Tinype ko na lang.
150 hours.
Pre, ano ba yun? Tinype ko na lang.
150 hours. Yes, exactly.
Slido.com.
Sa akin, enter the...
Yes, we have two. Now we have 200 hours. Yeah,
Hindi,
exactly.
type mo www.slido.com.
So Ultimate is really our best-selling product. What is it acting on? What is it for? Who's it for? All
Type sa
skin
Google,
type,
www.
Slido?
all ages, exactly. Why it is so good? It's defend the skin, exactly. Yeah. What else?
Saan yung code? May code na tayo.
Strengthens the skin immune power. Sabihin mo rin.
It's the release of
Printed.
yes, it stimulates the vital flow of the skin, so it gives a good circulation. This is really from the very new version. Okay, nice. Another idea, guys?
Strengthen the skin.
It strengthens the skin, yes. It makes your skin much more resistant from all the kind of stressors, aging, pollution, UV rays. It will really make your skin much more resistant to stress. Okay. So, good. So, Ultimate is now having 200 beauty awards. We have 42 patents worldwide, 25 years of research for the Ultimate technology, and one bottle sold each 7 seconds. So now you can join the quiz because we'll have our first question. Don't panic, take your time, breathe, everything's okay. You have the time to connect and write your name on the screen. So just check your name is on the screen. You can play by 1 or by 2. It's just a very, very simple nice quiz.
And what's the code?
And it will be a quiz based on what you already learned because you already learned about the Ultimate during our last training session online. So you should be able to answer the question. Okay, just check that you have all your name on the screen. Not yet, so we'll wait a minute.
Ayun.
Papasok na rin ako.
Ang bagal.
Ito na naman si slide na to. Hindi naman
Si Liberty na nanalo dito.
Ang bagal.
Ilibasi mo.
Ang bilis na yung ano.
Nag-ano pa nagbagal.
May price pa ako sa ganito. Hindi pa kukuha.
Wi-Fi gamit mo?
Oo. Pang third tsaka second price ko. Pero darating daw.
Ay, ano mo? Stand up mo.
Kaya ko yung marami. Alam ko yung marami.
Okay, so who needs to wait a little bit more? If you're not ready, please play by two. You can play by duo, okay, with your partner. Okay?
Okay.
So let's go. How would you best describe Ultimate 3.0 to your customer? A lifting and firming serum, a luxurious global anti-aging serum, or a universal anti-aging serum?
1.
15 more seconds to go.
Hindi ako nakapasok. Ano bang...
A universal anti-aging serum is the correct answer. I know that some of you said lifting and firming, but it's not firming, it's improving the elasticity, but it's not specifically designed to lift and firm the skin. It's not neither a luxurious anti-aging serum, this is future solution. So it's a universal anti-aging serum. Okay, Shelley is first, followed by Jerry, AG, Monica, and Chris. Okay. Next question would be, what are the new added benefits of the new formula? The new benefits, not the old one, the new added benefits for 3.0. Is it to reinforce the skin immunity? Is it this new? What is new could be that it stimulates the vital flow, so it means the blood circulation, or is it optimizes now the skin resilience? For your information, you have two good solutions to choose. Two good solutions. And the good answer are, it stimulates the vital flow and it optimizes the skin resilience, meaning the skin firmness. This is really new in the new formula of autoimmune. AG is first, Charmaine, Deepak third, Leonie fourth, and Vimon fifth. Yes, these are the new benefits of the new formula. So it's really stimulate now the blood circulation of your skin to improve your skin health. It will make your skin more luminous, more radiant because more nurtured by the blood. And it will improve your skin also elasticity. So, next question. Which component enables autoimmune to stimulate the blood circulation? Is it autoimmune complex, fermented roselle, reishi mushroom, botanical cocktail, or hot leaf extract? So, you only have one good answer for this question.
Ano to? Ito na lang.
Ano bang sagot? Hindi ko nga din. Reishi mushroom. Ha?
Heart leaf contra. Heart leaf ferment.
Heart effects lang.
Hindi pala heart leaf extract.
Heart leaf.
Heart leaf extracts was the good answer. So half of you answered properly. Autoimmune complex is stimulating the immunity of the skin, not the blood circulation. Okay. So you have this new technology, which is, as you know, here in the which is stimulating the blood flow, and you still have the current situation of the immunity action with the fermented roselle that will support the action of immunity, which is also new. Okay, so next question. Could you please give me the two names of the two immune cells autoimmune is acting on? You have identify the two immune cells, Langerhans cells, NK cells, fibroblasts, or melanocytes. You have two good answers, two good options.
Wala lang, cells. Ewan ko. Parang alam ko lang, ano yung Langerhans.
Sa akin pang-apat.
Yung isa. Di ba dalawa daw, sabi niya?
Dalawa. Parang ng cell na lang.
Parang hindi ko nakasagot.
And it is the Langerhans cells and NK cells. Congratulations for all of you that answered correctly. So these are the two cells of autoimmune retinal, so Langerhans cells and NK cells. Fibroblasts and melanocyte cells are not your So write those effects from the quickest one to the latest one. So which effects of autoimmune is the first one you will see when you are using the product, and which one you can see on your skin at the latest. So you need to rank them. So rank these effects from the first one you see, from the very first days of use until the last you can see. Okay, so here we can see that most of you think that first effect is that the skin is smoother. Second effect, that the skin feels dewy. Third effect, skin is more luminous. Oh, now it's number 2. Okay. Okay, we have 22 participants. I'll wait for a few more. 23. Okay, you all completed. 24. We're 35 today. So I wait until 30. Okay, so the first one, and you're right, it is that the skin is looks smoother. So it means that when you are using Ultimate, the first effect you can see on the skin is that the skin is super smooth, super texturized. The skin is really has a soft touch. This is when we are saying that the skin texture is improved, is that when the skin looks smoother. Then the skin is more dewy, and this is also the case. In fact, the first and the second effect are coming directly when you use Ultimate, just at the first use of Ultimate. So these are the first ones. The skin is more luminous, and the right is the third action of the third benefits that you can see from the third days of use. So from 3 days of use, continuing use morning and night, your skin will be more luminous, more radiant. It means you will better reflect the light. You will also much more healthy. Your skin is already more beautiful 3 days after you use. Then the next stage is after 1 week of use. After 2 weeks, sorry. After 2 weeks of use, the skin is more elastic, and after 1 bottle, we can definitely say that we have all the wrinkles that have been diminished. So this is the communication, and this is what you can see about what you can see on the skin when you are using Ultimate. So immediately the skin looks smoother. Yes, we only have 1 day and night cream. We don't have the gel texture anymore, but this cream is perfect for all skin types, including oily skin. And it's even minimized the pores for oily skins. So what does it do? It will really be super hygienic. It will protect from daily aggressor if you are using only the day cream. We have different types of ingredients. What are they for? We have hyaluronic acid trio that you already know, with 3 sides of hyaluronic acid from Shiseido. You remember that hyaluronic acid is something that is really familiar to Shiseido. What are hyaluronic acid for? For hydration, yeah, but how does it hydrate the skin? How does it do that? Why is hydrating? Do you know? No. Yes, it attracts the water in the skin. In fact, it allows your skin to retain moisture, to retain water. Remember that your skin is made up of 80% of water. And when you are losing this water, it means that you are dehydrated. And this is a skin condition. It can happen to all of you. That's why dehydrated skin is not a skin type, it's a skin condition. So here we will replenish the skin by providing hyaluronic acid. And Shiseido is pioneer in hyaluronic acid production. Do you remember when we produced the first hyaluronic acid molecule? Do you remember when Shiseido unveiled the secrets of hyaluronic acid? How do Shiseido produce its hyaluronic acid? What was special about this hyaluronic acid? Do somebody remember? Oh yes, before Shiseido found the secrets of producing hyaluronic acid, we were using chicken comb. So it was the comb of the chicken. This was used in fact in cosmetics. And the disadvantage, so the inconvenience of these types of animal origin hyaluronic acid is that it was impure and not very easy to use. It was very, very difficult to clean it and to use it in cosmetics. Yeah. So, do you know how and why the Shiseido hyaluronic acid is so good? Do you know it? Do you know the story of Shiseido uric acid? Do you remember something about it? It can be anything. Some memory. Surely, I'm sure you know. Okay, let's have just a small break on uric acid. So, just for you to know, before 1984, so 1984, which is a very long time ago, we were using uric acid in cosmetics because it's moisturizing, it's anti-aging, because it keeps the skin plumped with moisture. This is the secret of uric acid, basically. And before 1984, uric acid, where can we find uric acid in the earth? In animals, only in animals. It was only possible to find it in animals. You cannot find uric acid in the plant. It's not possible, okay? And then this was used, we were using, not we, Shiseido, the other brands were using uric acid coming from animals. And in 1984, Shiseido found the secrets of producing non-animal origin uric acid in laboratory. That's why the name of our uric acid is bio-uric acid, and it turns after a reformulation into super bio-uric acid. And this uric acid that we succeeded in producing has been done with soybean with a kind of leather whip. So it's a kind of biofermentation, which is a natural reaction between a plant origin ingredients and with a bacteria. And with a lot of kind of very complicated secrets, you can obtain after few time bio-uric acid produced in laboratory. So this is really the secret of Shiseido, and it has been done in 1985. Since that time, Shiseido has been supplying more than 400 beauty companies in the world, including the Estée Lauder group. Just for you to know, we have been the very first brand able to produce uric acid outside of the body of an animal or a human being. And you also have uric acid in your own skin. You also have uric acid in your own skin. It keeps your skin moisturized, it keeps your skin plumped, but it decreases from 25 to 30 years old. That's why we also lose hydration easily after 30 years old. That's why also we are more sensitive to factors such as go into what we will see with essential energy. So from the first day of use, the skin is soft, plump, the skin is more radiant, and also after 2 weeks, the wrinkles and not the wrinkles, the lines, the hydration lines are less visible. Okay, and the packaging also is more sustainable because we are using 91% less plastic with this new container, which is super sustainable. So compared to the last version of Essential Energy to the new one, what did you notice from what's for you, if we presume just the newness, what are the new things, new benefits, or in fact the thing that has changed compared to the last version? If we need to summarize, what is different for you before the previous and the new one?
Color of the bottle.
Yes, absolutely. The texture has changed, exactly. The texture is more moisturizing and also more dewy. Yeah. Dewy some? Exactly. The packaging. Yeah. In red, in glass, so more premium, also more sustainable. Okay. Another idea? Ready maybe the effect? The effect? How are the effects now compared to before? Do you know? No? Hello. Yes, it's more moisturizing, so it means it will better aquify lines. Okay, so you found all the things. So more effective on early signs of aging. Here we need the hydration line. We also have less visible fine lines, and also we have the trio of uric acid, which has been added that was not available before. For your information, this is an information that you can also get through ShareUp. Connect to ShareUp and do again the Essential Energy module if you need again to have this kind of review. So, okay, I think we will be able for the break should be ready. So we have now a 10 minutes break. So see you in 10 minutes again in the room. You can enjoy again burgers.
Sabi nga,
Mangkat ka mo.
Siyempre pinaka-feel sa
Hi. Shout out.
shoutout sa hindi nag...
Shout out sa?
Shout out sa mga fans ko dyan.
Pag tayong tatlo, lahat ng pagkain. Kamusta? Parang
Malu. Magsalita ka naman. How's the food?
Siyempre, sabi ko nga sila yun. How's the food? How's everything?
Very nice. Food is very nice.
Hindi kain lang. Masarap ba to?
What can you say?
Hindi ko nga alam.
The food is great, especially when I'm with EJ, you know? My God, I will not be able to see that one again. Many years.
We're on video right now.
Yeah. He's a vlogger.
We know that Shiseido is very strong in here. So what do you remember from the center of Shiseido? It can be anything. Red force, yes, this is the technology we have here, which has been transformed into synchro. Exactly. What is it for? What is wet for? It's very water resistant. Exactly. Do you know how many minutes we can still be in water without our cream to be disturbed with Shiseido wet force technology, which has been transformed to synchro? How many minutes we can stay in water with the product? And the product will be perfectly fitting your skin during those minutes. How many?
10 minutes.
I can't hear you. 30?
4 hours.
Not so much.
4 hours.
2 hours.
80, yeah. Good 80 hours, 80, not 82 hours. 80 minutes. 80 hours, then you will be dead and eat by a shark. So yeah, 80 minutes, we can stay 80 minutes in the water with the Shiseido sensors, the one that have the synchro shell technology. Because we'll see this is a specific technology that allows you to really get in the water and the cream will will stay on your skin and will just fit your skin. More you sweat, more you go in the water, more the product will stay on your skin. So it's even more resistant if you not go into the water. So this is really amazing. Okay, what do we have also on this table? We're in Shiseido Sun Care. What do you remember? We have lactose and emulsion, sure, absolutely. Okay. The other advantage of using our sun care. Do you remember the old formula of Shiseido versus the new one we have? Yeah? It's protect and care exactly. It's anti-photo aging. That's true. It's protect against skin aging. What else? This would be much more the skincare that will allow that, but it will prevent and protect also. So these are all the keywords that we can in fact answer to with this question. It's good light, it has no visible residue, it's allowed to have fun and look good in the sun because you have BB creams, you have makeup products, you can really have both makeup and a UV protection. It protects the skin and fit to any lifestyle because you have 3 categories. The beach that you can also use for the winter sport, you have the sport collection, and you have urban protection. And anti-photo aging action. And it's sunproof and it is transparent. So these are all the advantage of using Shiseido sun cares compared to another brand. So we have here a sum up of all the technology we generally use in sun care in the Shiseido sun care. So Synchro Shield, Super Veil, which is protecting the skin at each angle. It will protect the pores, it will protect the skin at each angle. You will also have the Profile Cells, which is the anti-aging protection. an harmonizing fragrance that makes your skin smell super good, and we have the anti-surge complex, which protects your skin from pollution. For your information, you will find again all this information in the book you have next to you, so just here in the page of here in the introduction page. So now, join the quiz again and get ready with the book. You have the next question. So just connect again. Normally, if you didn't close the quiz window on your phone, it's exactly the same. You don't need to do it in the process. It's already ready.
I closed it. Wait,
Are you ready?
not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay. Okay. The question is, you can answer verbally or with your phone, up to you. What is the power of Synchro-Shield? This should be easy because we just discussed about it. Synchro-Shield the resistance to heat and water for 30 minutes, for 40 minutes, for 50 minutes, or for 80 minutes. 80 minutes, exactly. This is really the highest protection against water we can find on the market. For your information, and just for you to know it, the waterproof sun care, so regular waterproof sun care, only resists 40 minutes to the water compared to Synchro-Shield of Shiseido, which is protecting the formula. The formula will stay 80 minutes on your skin. So 80 minutes compared to waterproof formula 40. So this is really making the difference for the customer. So do not hesitate to really always repush this kind of details, which is very important for us. This is really a big strength. Okay, so it also contains a lot of skincare ingredients. It will clear the skin, protect the skin from photoaging, as you said, Diane. So because it will really protect from dullness, from dark spots, from aging signs, and this is the video of introduction. So we have 5 different beach products that you can also, by the way, use in the winter sports. We have the sports product too, and we have 3 city products with the novelty. So you don't need to be on your phone right now because we don't have quiz anymore.
Okay.
So the city products will be 3 types of product: urban, environment, sun protection, the tanning compact foundation, and the tanning foundation that you can see here in the range. So let's talk about the
It's not just a sunscreen, it's sun-powered skincare. Protect from UV rays. Use sunlight and boost hydration. Sun dual care. Shiseido.
So these products, what did change in the new formula versus the previous one? You don't need your phone, just answer me verbally. What did it change? Is it the SPF, the texture to resist the water, or is it can be used as a primer?
Primer.
Used as a primer, exactly. This is really the new thing about this new sun product. It's really light on the skin, it's really lightweight, so you can really use to prime your skin while protecting with an SPF 30. Okay, what's also new? Is it that it resists to water, the texture is lighter, or the SPF is lower?
Resist of the water.
The texture is lighter, but also, and we need to say, the SPF is lower. If you remember the previous version, I won't say that it's an advantage, but the previous version was a cream, like a day cream, and it was 50 plus. This is a new type of positioning, so it's a very lightweight moisturizing but very light on the skin. So if you have dry skin, you need absolutely to use something nourishing before. And also, it has an SPF 30 plus. So 30. So before it was 50 plus. So this anti-aging lightweight daily sunscreen is perfect for anyone that is looking for an environment and urban protection. So you can use it in the city. Where can we use it also? What are the occasions? Where can we use this product? Indoors, yes. Indoors, outdoors, and where outdoors?
City.
Where?
In the city.
In the city, exactly. So anywhere where the index allows you to wear an SPF 30. So, for example, you can be in a holiday, you can be in vacation, you can also wear it as an SPF 30 also. So, is it for the beach? No, we should not use for the beach. We have a specific, it's not enough for the beach, exactly. And it's not resistant to water. This is the big difference. But it has a lot of different advantages. It's anti-aging, and it will completely change the way your skin is reacting to the sun. So it's a perfect urban and everyday protection that you can wear under your makeup. So before to apply your makeup, and you know, for these customers who are using a 24-hour cream, and they don't want to have a night cream, so they are using a day and night cream. This product is a perfect additional sales because it protects from the UV rays. Okay, when and how to use it, you need to shake it and you need to apply on the skin just after your day cream. So this is the way we should use it. Okay, which algae is used in the new formula? You can also answer it properly, like this: Kambu, spirulina, onigiri, or sakura?
Onigiri.
Spirulina, exactly. It's not the satuma. There is one person that answered, or two, and they said the satuma, and you know that the satuma is even not existing. I just invented that word. Our sakura is existing, but it's a flower. But satuma, no, it's not existing. I don't even know what this is, but it sounds good. It sounds just Japanese. Yeah, it sounds Japanese, but I just invented it. Yeah, I'm very creative. Okay, so the spirulina is really very important in this product because it will really be a game changer. It will change the way your skin is behaving from the sun. So it means that each time that UV rays are reaching the sun, instead of damaging the skin, UV rays will be good for your skin. It will change completely the way your skin will be absorbing UV rays. So I will leave you on this video that I will show you just afterwards to explain what is the technology specificity. The spirulina energy essence that you have in it is an algae. So it's an algae. It's the oldest microorganism on Earth. It has billions of years, and it's the algae that brought life and oxygen to the world. This is something that is very exciting to know. We are using this algae in the product because it completely reverses the way that the skin will absorb the UV rays. It will transform the damaging factors of UV rays into good factors. So the more you're exposed, and I'm telling you to go in Dubai on the beach and to just stay for 6 hours, okay? But the more you're exposed in the city, the more the product will convert bad factors into good factors for your skin. So it's completely reversed the course of the UV rays. Let's have a look at the video.
The dawn of a new era in sunscreen. An innovation that transforms certain sunlight into beauty beams to protect skin and boost beauty. Introducing Sun Dual Care. While our conventional sunscreens provide protection, Sun Dual Care goes beyond, defending against UV rays and converting portions of sunlight from harmful to helpful. A breakthrough made possible by over 100 years of UV research and the development of Shiseido's exclusive Spirulina Energy Essence. A world-first ingredient approach featuring spirulina, a unique blue-green algae nurtured by sunlight for billions of years. This game-changing formula alters the wavelength of certain sunlight to create beauty beams. Verified for their beautifying effects on skin. Experience enhanced hydration, firm feel, and powerful protection. With the sun on your side, skin and life is more beautiful than ever. A new era, a new sun care.
So just to summarize the technology we have Ian, just to be clear, this again is available on ShareUp. So please, for people who are not onboarded, I will help you to onboard just after this training, and I will send you the onboarding process to go on ShareUp. Once you are onboarded, you will be able to, I will be able to validate your registration. So this is the kind of information you can find on ShareUp. The sun dual care is the main technology of this product because it will transform the bad effects of the UV, which are aging the skin, into good effects. So it will be more you exposed, more it will be good for your skin. And also you have the super veil with broad spectrum agent. It means it's as protecting from UVB rays, from UVA rays. And also you have a protection from the pollution, it protects your skin from air conditioning, so it's perfect for Dubai. For example, if you are always outside and inside room, as you can say, sometimes it's really hot, like now, sometimes it's really too fresh, so it also protects your skin from the change of temperature and from the pollution. And lactic extract is antioxidant as well. So what is different from this one, what is different between the sun, urban environment emulsion and the expert sun lotion? What is different from these two products? Where are the sun care table? There. Nobody knows. So what is different from these two products? Yeah, the new one is all free, the urban is all free. Where this is really a cream, which is very creamy, protecting. Okay. For which kind of occasion is it this one? For the beach? And that's it? Outdoor? Yes. And that's it?
Indoor, outdoor.
But what kind of occasion outdoors?
Sports.
To run, for sports. In fact, at least as you need a very, very high protection, say 50 plus, and at the meantime, you need the skin to resist to the water, exactly. So also for, I know in Dubai you don't have mountain, but it's also good for travelers who go to winter sport, for example. Very good for winter sport because it's very creamy. This one is a new one for urban, for the city, to protect the skin from the air conditioning, and it's a lightweight texture. This is really a creamy and rich texture, so this is different. You can use this one as day cream. You can replace your day cream with this one. You need to use this one over the day cream. So this is also a big difference. Okay. So this was the big differences between these two products to not misunderstand the two products function. Okay. So we are just ending on this module. Do you have any questions on here? Otherwise, I have a last game to propose to you. It's not a quiz. It's a teamwork game. I will be bringing you some cards. So, Melanie and I, we are distributing some game cards on your table. So, these are 7 different products, okay, as a card. And you have, 7 cards.
What are we going to do with it?
4 cards.
Ano gano'n?
Let me show you exactly the concept. You have some product card, okay, you have the product, the picture product on the card, and you have other cards that are showing the technology. You need to match Each product with its technology. And this is a teamwork. You have 10 minutes. Okay?
Okay. Tayo. Pa.
Ito sa sunscreen ko.
Sunscreen.
Ang galing ah.
Saan yung bago?
Foundation.
Ito, dalawa sila.
Ito, foundation.
Bigyan mo.
O, lagay mo muna yung mga description niya. Andyan.
Asan yung wet, ano?
Dito tama naman.
Ito,
Tama na to. Pak. Hindi naman necessary lahat i-ano mo, di ba?
Lahat ito.
Lahat.
Ito dito
Okay,
na.
fine.
Asan yun, no?
Ito pa.
Sunshine.
Ito, ibahin mo kasi yung ganito at saka ito. Ganyan,
pa mga sun.
O, ganyan. O.
Kasi mga sunscreen.
Ano to, Jess?
Ito,
Spirulina.
Spirulina, ano yan?
Hindi, iba to. O kaya nga, ano to?
to eh. Sige.
Diyan muna siya. Hindi ba to?
Ano?
Hindi siya.
Hindi yan yata.
Wet to eh. Ito, wet pores. Ito yata. Ito yun, Mel.
Di ba?
Dito pala sa dabi.
Di ba ito yun? Di ba tingin ako?
Are all for sun care. Yeah, this is for sun care. Give me that, ano?
Oh, yeah. Lahat ng sun.
Ay, wait na ako nabasa.
Pero, ano dyan?
Natay ko.
Ano ba ba?
Ito yata.
makeup and skincare benefits.
Serum. Asan na yung ibang maganito?
Serum kasi ito eh.
Ito.
Mamaya na. Hindi, serum kasi ito eh. Ito.
Night treatment. Dapat yung night cream dyan. Ito baka ito yun. Ay, pakita ako niya, no?
Ano ito?
Ito night shoe. Ito yun.
Ayun, dito.
Ano na
Nasa
kayo?
ibang product.
Ano kayo? Ano yun ba? Matandami yung sun care. Dami namin, no?
Dami yung sunscreen.
Meron ka na dyan, Lay? Para sa city yan, indoor. Saan yung ibang sa mga
Ito ba yun? Tama ba?
Sunscreen.
yan, ano yan?
Ito yung siya.
Ah, sun care.
Ito ba yun?
Okay, tama.
Ito hindi ba ito tama? Ito tama na ito. Ito na lang.
Saan yung may
Mga
spirulina?
tama na yun natin.
Ito dalawa sobra.
Ito, meron to kanina eh. Diniscuss to kanina.
Ito wala ako nito sa yung para dito.
Ito sunscare. Kasi madami doon tayo
Alam ko saan to eh. Sa
Wala na to.
Wala to. Kasi
Sa aging ito.
hindi yan. Pa sa NMA to eh. Future solution to eh.
Future solution. Ayan o, hindi yan.
Pero ito sabi niya, ito raw yan, ito raw yan.
NMA, yung ganito.
Yun na nga. Hindi, ang hindi yung...
Ito na.
Ito.
Hindi, ito na siya, oh.
May suncare doon na sobra. Kailangan palit natin yun.
Pwede, ito ba ano pa niya? Hindi, kasi sabi nga niya, madami na
Madami
tayong
tayong sun
sunscare.
care.
Bakit daw?
Saan to si Shiseido, men?
Hindi ba dami nga tayo suncare na gano'n? Bakit ano? Madami
Sobra
tayo.
yun.
Sobra.
Kaya nga. Di ba yung mga ano, yung spirulina, ano yun?
Ay, ito yun. Ayan o. Anti-aging care.
Lahat ba to dapat, ano?
Lahat ay soft din.
Yan, okay na yan. Ano na yun, Edgardo?
Baka ito yun.
Eye cream.
Hindi, yung kanina kasi EMMEI, oh. Baka yung kay Gardo. Gardo, baka ito yun,
Akin na
oh.
yan, Gar.
Ito yata, oh. Ito ba yun? Pero ano nakalagay dito sa akin? Kasi meron din siya isa dito.
Wala bang pwede
Ay,
mag-change?
edit ko. Buti sa akin yung
Anti-aging. Sunscreen din.
Lahat ba ito kailangan? Magkaka...
Kaya nga yun, no?
Ay, yung pure retinol.
Ba yun?
Lahat ba yan ang zero mo?
Oo. Ito na yung
Baka
top.
nandito lang din sa ano, Jess? Wala ba dito?
Wala yan. Dito no. Ito yun, di ba? Ay, hindi feature ko.
Shiseido Pure Retinol promotes the production of collagen.
Ay, ito. Ang serum nga. Serum ba ito? Oh, serum.
Anti-aging eye and lip cream. Ito yun.
Walang okra. Saan may okra?
Saan yung may okra?
Okra?
Okra.
Oh, yan. Ay,
Opera?
Adarang okra.
Ayan.
Yan. So, ito pa.
Tama na to, pre.
Eye and lip.
Meron pa dito.
Akin na yan. Akin yung dalawa.
Bigyan mo, Jess.
Ano to?
Shiseido men. Shiseido men.
Hindi yan.
Lahat ba dapat yan? Ang sarap. Baka meron pa doon sa kabila. Ayun din.
Ano sunscreen?
Ito. Ito.
Yun. Tama. Diba? Yung mga nasa book, ganyan na yung nasa book.
Ano pa yan?
Ako na yung face mask.
Lifting, firming expert, eye mask.
Panalo na kami.
Andito yan. Vital Perfection.
Eye mask.
Kaya natin na.
Dalaman.
Baka may formas dyan.
Sige. Nagdalabday yung lumalapit.
Kasi tayong talo.
Talunan kasi tayo.
Natin yung Vital Perfection dyan.
Ito na dito siya.
Vital perfection yun yung mga.
Ito, Vital Perfection.
Hindi, may tiyan to.
Yeah.
Wala nga tayo yun eh.
Baka ano sa kanila?
Ah, hindi pala ito.
Sun protection.
Walang nakaano dito.
Ano ba ito pangalan ito?
Kurinay ito.
Eye mask.
Kurinay.
Eye mask. Wala yan.
Ano tayo ano?
Ito! Surface of the skin. Ethnic selling.
Wala tayo nito. Parehas.
Ito na lang.
Baka nasa ano,
Yung may ano,
sa STR.
ito para yan dito.
Ay, ayun.
Ayan.
Yung ano, may eye cream.
Ayan.
Ito. Ayan.
Yan, tingin yan. Pack ganun.
Hindi pa din.
Baka may nagkapalit dito.
Tingnan mo, i-review mo ulit. Di ba ito tayo dyan?
Yes, tama ba yan?
Tingnan na.
Eh, pag nandiyan si Melanie, yan, yung sarado.
Nandiyan na.
Hindi na.
Ito para yan dito.
Ito na lang.
Yun eh.
Yung dalawa na lang.
O, ayun, tama na yan ang mga ano.
Yung dalawa na lang.
Ito wala na to.
Wala yung sobra. Ewan ko na, tingnan natin sun protection.
Okay na to. Ito na lang. Saan po ba?
O, isa na lang.
Ito na lang, Vital Perfection.
Ultimate anti-aging. Ito yung anti-aging for sure.
Ito pa isa.
For the eye ito eh. Ito yun.
Ito yun. Ito
Yan na yan. O, tama na.
Ayan.
Tama na. Tama.
Yes.
Tama.
May sobra kaming ano meron.
Tatlo.
Okay lang.
Ay, hindi ka ba makita? Dito ka makita.
Laki mo.
Kunwari nag-ano tayo.
Dapat kunwari nagaganon tayo.
Nakatago ka kasi.
Perfect tayo dyan.
Hoy, Rachel, mo lang yung pagyabang.
Break! Ito ka na. Ayan sila.
Ah!
Ha?
Wait, ilagay mo kasi yung sisiman mo ilagay mo na dyan yung ganun-ganon. Yung, ayun.
Kunyari, tira pa ako.
Lagay mo na, yan.
Ayan.
Ipaganon mo rin.
Exactly. Oh, ito perfect.
Gagaytuin mo. Gagayan mo. Para makita niya. Yan. Kunwari ito. Eh, si Lynn.
Tinawag talaga yun.
Tama ba yung ano natin?
Hindi na hintay pumunta.
Ito ang
Sigurado pa tayo dyan.
Sigurado yan.
sa sunscreen. Tignan nga natin yung sunscreen.
Sigurado ka tatlo lang to.
Kaya mo na, nandiyan na siya.
Siya ba yung SPF 50? Ito ba yun?
Tama na.
Baka iba yung ano. Baka ito dito. Tingnan mo ano.
Gardo, tignan mo na.
Ano ba?
Ito bago. Urban environment.
360. Hindi, pareho lang sila. Oh.
Kaya nga hindi. Ibig sabihin
Pareho lang yung ano niya. Ito, pareho lang. Pareho lang yan.
Pati parehas lang dito yan.
Saan? Parehas lang sila.
Ito kaya.
Ito yung may spirulina. Wait lang, ito pareho eh. Pero yung sila ng ano.
Ano ba?
Maybe pareho sila, oh, high protection.
Ano ba sunscreen?
Hindi tayo.
Yun ang alisan mo, nandun na siya.
Ito na, tatlo lang yan, di ba? Yung tatlo
Oo, tama na. Hindi pa kailangan niya.
Hindi.
Nandun na siya.
Tatlo lang din. Ito tama. Yun ba yun? Hindi naman pala
Hindi.
yun.
Yan. Ito yan.
Tatlo na, tama.
Okay na yan, tama na yan. Wait lang po, yan ang mga i-post mo. Kunwari nag-ano tayo, nag-brainstorming. Kunwari lang.
Research, oxidation, consumption, charot.
Parang feeling niya hindi natin
Ako nakasagot nito. Kanina.
Okay.
See? Yes, this is correct.
Sige, di ba? Konti.
Actually, we're not sure with the sunscreen. I think this one is we got we have more here. Yeah, because they used to make you to confuse. Yeah. This one. But the makeup and skincare, not this one.
Yes.
This one,
But it's the same range eh.
Tama na yan, tama na yan.
Tingnan mo baka nandun
I
naman
think
siya.
there's something more on this. It's,
Yan ang
ay, this one, anti-aging. Yes, this one.
Actually,
Ay, kasi may mga buso something.
Remember, it's an oil-free.
Ay, oo, at saka may ano siya, may spirit.
And may, with and may.
Ito ba yung may red yun?
Okay na yun.
Gusto mo ay
Search here,
Wala
check
na.
your, the teacher.
Okay,
We come
so
up with this one. Yeah.
is it correct for you? Can I check?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, sure? You don't want to change nothing?
No, it's okay. We
Okay.
already have some arguments on where and
Okay,
where.
just for you to let you know, your life is depending. So, are you sure?
Yes, it's
Yes,
a group
A group decision? Okay. Oh, you are ready to die all together. That's beautiful. So, eye protecting transparent must have. Yes, this one is good. Oil-free anti-aging daily sunscreen. This one is good.
Wow.
This one is good.
Wow.
The ultimate anti-aging cream daytime for Shiseido.
It's here.
Not
daytime.
really. It's not this one. No, this is not a good one.
So it's not this one also.
Alors, a rich intensive night treatment.
Maybe that one is nice.
Is it this? Is this a night treatment?
This is eye.
Eye and lip contour. Night treatment? No. Where? That's what is
Where's the eye and lip? Ito ay lip.
Yan, tama.
Feeling that this is the most.
Future Solution Eye and Lip Regenerating Cream. Check here what you have.
Ah, this one. Yeah.
Assumptuous anti-aging eye and lip cream.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
this is the
Very
one.
obvious, huh?
Maybe look.
Okay, but you are dead now. So a high protective sunscreen. Yes, this is the one. This bestseller anti-aging gel cream. Yes, this is the one. Okay, everything is good.
So
Just one.
just one.
Good, ang galing ng libro. Ang galing yung Carlo mag-search. Hindi dapat ano natin to.
Stapler mo muna wala.
Picture ako kasi para tanongin natin. Tanongin tayo.
Oo, tama yan. Picturean para ano.
Siya pure pa.
Parang hit lang ba, di ba?
Ito
Para
muna.
pag nagbenta ka, yun lang.
Lagay mo sa taas to.
Lagay natin sa taas para. Ang bilis na lang niyang ano eh.
Oo, para yan ang ano mo, sabihin mo sa pasero. Ay, sorry. Desa na lang.
I-print na lang natin ito, ipakita na sa pasero. This one, madam.
Basahin mo.
Nabasahin mo.
Hirap Mahirap kasi sa ano yung skincare.
Oo, nahihirap. Pero sa kanya kasi madali sila eh, no?
Tapos kita mo sila Shiseido, ano sila.
Oo.
Ako ba? May ilaw?
Hindi natin na nagamit.
Meron akong ito kahapon.
Parang spatula nila.
Bebenta ng marami.
Para lang kasi pag nandyan ka na ba, parang ano lang pag hindi mo alam. Parang manghinayang ka, ano ba yun? Diba?
Everything and anything at the same time. It means that even to moisturize the skin may prevent aging, so it's anti-aging. As soon as you say it's anti-aging, it means you will prevent or correct the aging signs. Even preventing aging signs is anti-aging. So for example, essential energy is anti-aging, white crystal is anti-aging, baby pills is anti-aging, phytoprotection is anti-aging, and of course the global anti-aging future solution is anti-aging. But we need to be precise in what kind of anti-aging is it. Is it moisturizing? Is it to repel the wrinkle? Is it lifting or is it firming? So then also, when we are recommending Shiseido, we need also to know which type of product to recommend according to what the customer needs. For example, if you know that your customer needs a very intensive treatment, you will not only advise a foam or cleanser, you agree. You will advise, for example, a serum or a very deep treatment. So let's have a look at what kind of steps do we have in skincare treatment and what does it mean. So here are the four different steps, four first steps when you are taking care of your skin. So these are the four first ones. I would like you to tell me what does it mean. What is a makeup remover? What is doing the cleanser? What is doing a mask? And what is doing a softener? Let's begin with the makeup remover. What is doing makeup remover? Remove makeup. Yeah. Oh, this was super challenging. Yes, it's remove makeup. But precisely, what kind of impurity of makeup does it remove? It's not remove everything. Waterproof makeup, exactly. When you have a very long lasting, you know, all the women, we want to be pretty all the day long. So we are using very long lasting foundations. We want the foundation to last for 24 hours, to apply at night, etc. So we need a very good makeup remover. Okay, so this was the first one. Very easy. This one easy. The next one will not be so easy. Cleanser. What are cleanser for? On the back. Yeah, it can still remove the small makeup residue. I agree. It can go with the form. But the form also has so many other functions, such as
to refresh the skin, to prepare for.
And here we said purify. So it's not really soften the skin. I heard softener is much more softener. You said there, I don't remember what you said at the back.
To refresh the skin and to prepare the skin for some,
yes,
regime.
I agree with you. And yes, Darren, is purify the skin. This is really the main differences between a makeup remover and a cleanser. So a cleanser will clear the skin, remaining residue. So perfectly, this is perfect, and will also remove everything that has been locked in pores. And it's purified, so it's removed the bacteria. What a makeup remover is not doing. Okay, what are the softener for? What are the softener for? That is your term. Softening the skin, exactly. What else? What else do we have? Preparing, exactly. Preparing the skin. And balancing the pH of the skin, exactly. And the last thing. Who here is using softener? Raise your hand if you are using softener. Hola. We need to arrange that. I need to give a softener next time. Okay, so what is very nice about the softener is that it's replenish your skin with moisture. I mean, when you get out of the shower, your skin is sometimes sagging. When you are using softener, you directly replenish the skin with moisture. And this is a real additional step. And when you begin with the softener, especially ours or TravelBestBuddy, you can't stop it because it's really having a very high quality. It's really give a really high comfort with your skin. Okay, so, and then what are the masks for? What are the masks for? Oops. Masks, what are they for? Yes, it's especially here, exactly. And what kind of, why do we use masks? Yes. Exactly. For immediate moisture, it will immediately be, in fact, visible on your skin. Congratulations. So, it's intensive targeted action with immediate benefits. Okay, so, next, what are the differences between a serum, eye contour, day cream, and night cream? So first, the serum. What is the serum for? Yes, targeting specific concern, exactly. Do you have all the items here? I heard something.
Awaken.
Exactly. It's work deeply in the skin. It has a immediate targeting action into the skin. Do you agree?
Yes.
That's true? Okay, so a serum will have a targeted action on the skin. What is now the eye contour specificity? So let's talk about your eye contour. What is specific about the eye contour? Do you remember? I'm asking the question to the men here. What is specific about eye contour? The skin around the eyes. Huh? It's darker, true, darker because the skin is. How is the skin? Sensitive, but even more delicate and thin, exactly. The skin is more delicate, absolutely. More delicate, thinner, so in fact you better see the microcirculation, so you need a specific product. What else also is specific around the eye? It's thinner, 10 times thinner, yeah. But yeah, if it's 10 times lighter, you have an issue with your eye contour. Then you need to go to the medicine, to the doctor. Yes, it's 10 times thinner, absolutely. And also, it is drier than all the rest of the face. So it's a different skin type than, for example, the type of skin you have on the cheeks. So it will be drier, okay. What for the day cream and the night cream? Protection of the skin, yes, exactly. It will be protective, preventive against aging signs. For example, if your customer is buying a lot of anti-aging products, but she is not protecting her skin from UV rays will directly have an impact, negative impact on the skin. So in fact, it's a no-go action. Exactly. And night cream. What is the night cream for? Repairing, regenerating. Exactly. Do you have an iPhone? Yes. Sometimes you have some upgrades of the iPhone to do, and it's during the night that your phone is asking you to do an update. Correct? Okay. Your skin is exactly the same. At night, the skin is differently functioning than the morning. The night, your skin is clearing all the damages of the UV of the night, of the day. So it means if you have a day damages, if, for example, UV damage your skin DNA at night, you have a cycle, like a cleaning system. It's automatic. You don't need to do nothing, and it will clean the cells of your skin. That's why at night we need a skin care that will support the repairing function of the skin. That's why we need to correct the night and prevent from aging signs in the morning. Okay, so very good. Okay, so the next part of this training is really to choose the right care or coding to the right skin. Also, it's like you said in the beginning, but also we need, in fact, to really advise a total skin routine to the customer. So here, I would like to propose you a very nice game together, and I would like you to look at the information of Julia and to be able to recommend a total skincare Shiseido routine for this lady. This lady has give you already a lot of different information. So, for example, she has a tight skin that shows freckles on the nose, chin, and forehead. So, what does it mean? What does it mean? Dry, maybe sensitive skin, true. In fact, she has a very unstable skin. It means if she has freckle, it means that her skin, in fact, is typically dry, maybe on this area. Exactly. Okay, next information we have: visible signs of aging. Her skin starts to show dehydration and expression line around the eye contour. What does it mean?
Dryness.
Yes, the eye contour is dry, and where she is in her life, do you think, when you see this kind of information? Plus, yes, approximately. She begins to enter in the age because she begins to have wrinkle and exactly in fact, lines over the eye contour. Exactly. Okay, the skin type. Initially, she has a combination skin, but her skin begins to change, and she doesn't know exactly why. Do you know why her skin is changing? Her skin type is changing. Why a skin type can change?
Dehydrated.
Because of lifestyle.
Lifestyle?
Hormones.
Age? Stress? I don't know. Is a skin type changing from one day to another? Is a skin type changing from one day to another? No. This would be a condition. The skin type is not changing, but one thing can make you change the skin type. But not from one day to another, from 10 years to 10 years. Okay, it's a very long process because, and you want this question because of the age. Your age also defines your skin type. For example, you can have a very oily or combination skin, and 15 years later, you achieve maybe 35 years old and your skin can change. So that's why also it's very important for you to ask as many questions on the skin type, or she feel her skin, because also she maybe don't know that she changed her skin type. For example, she's still using very light texture, but in fact she needs more nourishing texture because her skin is dry, for example. So this here means that her skin is beginning to change a little bit because of the age. Extra information: she is used to light and moisturizing texture for the day. She loves to wash her skin with a foam. She would like to brighten and plump her skin. Here you see she is using the extra rich cleansing form of Future Solution. Okay, you can see that she just have remaining product. She don't have so much product because you can see here the red scale is the product that just remained in the jar. So this means that she has just few form of Future Solution left. She is using Estée Lauder Advanced Night Repair, and she has a half of the bottle still at home. She was using Glow Revival, but the product is still finishing, and she's using Vivo Perfect Glycolic Peeling of Kudai. I would like you now to try to construct a beauty routine from the cleaning part, from the makeup remover, cleaning, the serum. You can really advise any type of routine you want. It can be a long or a short beauty routine. It needs to be adapted to Julia, and you need to choose the product according to what you can see on the screen and what she's using. So here, I would advise you to take your skincare fund. It's a teamwork, so I ask you to really discuss about all the steps you need to advise to Julia. So you have 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, depending when you finish the work, to work by team and advise a complete routine to Julia. Let's go. You have 10 minutes.
Hindi, ano muna.
Ano daw ang skincare na ma-advise niyo?
Advice mo din.
Kay Julia.
Ano muna?
Cleansing
ano siya?
foam.
Cleansing
Kaso
facial
ano lang to
wash or cleansing foam. Di ba dalawa yun? Ulan?
Para ba kumuha ng picture?
Yeah,
Pero doon na ba kukunin yung ano nga?
hindi, lahat ng ano,
Lahat ng product natin, no?
Oo. Sa una, moisturizing lang siguro ko dyan.
Hindi, ano siya muna? Start ka talaga sa facial wash.
Oh, facial
It's either
wash.
wash or foam. Anong difference ng facial wash at saka foam? Pero bigyan mo siya ng ano, serum.
Pwede, ultim yun.
Oo, ultim yun. Pwede din yun.
Facial wash.
bigyan mo siya
Lotion.
ng...
Well, don't forget the ultimate kasi yun ang pinaka-main product natin, di ba?
Kasi serum yun eh.
So, cleansing muna tayo. Anong cleansing?
Ano siya?
Future solution?
Hindi yung future solution, ano yun eh.
Pangmatanda na?
Oo. Pwede din, kasi
cleansing?
ginagamit yun eh.
Oo, di ba?
Ginagamit nila.
Ano ang cleansing?
Cleanser. Ano gagamitin cleanser?
Cleansing foam. Ito kasi
Future
gamit
solution?
yun eh. Gamit ka na, di ba?
Oo.
Palitan lang natin yung Estee Lauder. Palitan mo lang yung mga insistent.
Imbis na night repair, i-serum muna natin siya.
Oo, ay yung serum na Ultimate.
Ultimate.
Ano?
Ultimate. Ultimate.
Anti-aging.
Yung Ultimate.
Ano ang cream natin?
Type.
Can we change that? Like for example, Estee Lauder, we can change it into Shiseido, like
Product.
She's already having at home, so it depends how you explain to her. Because here she still has a Lauder at home.
They still have like that one, no?
She's in the middle of the bottle, so maybe here she still have like 3 weeks to go. Maybe 2 to 3 weeks to go.
So but we could, it would depend on how we convince
It's
her.
exactly. In fact, it's about how you convince her and how you explain how
The
to use
benefit.
Ultimate. Exactly. The difference with and how you just come with the argument.
Okay. O di serum mo na lang yung Ultimate. Oo. Tapos, ikaw mag-ano, tanong ko dyan mga benefit ng serum.
Ano magsalita?
Ay, ikaw. Eh, sinabi malakas boses. Dali na.
Sulat ko lang.
So, Ultimate. Okay. Tapos yung ano, initially
Invented.
yung combination stage. Ano yung combination? Nagiging ano na siya, yung disease stage doesn't know exactly why. May ano mo siya, combination to dry skin. Ano bang combination to dry skin?
Combination to try.
Kasi may combination
Papalitan
siya
ba
dati.
niya yun? Papalitan niya yung ano na yun? Yung
Oh,
bio
ayun,
performance.
Tapos i-explain mo kung bakit.
Ano ba, ano ba, ano?
benefit din,
Ano ba pwede pa magpapalit sa bio performance? Pamalit din. Wala na
Model
eh.
perfection.
Wala na siyang ano yun. Wala na siyang konti na lang yung bio performance.
Pwede din bio performance, pero parang hindi nag-glow. Ano lang, ano yung wrinkle something.
Benefiance.
Hindi, bio performance din siya, pero
Kaso wala na nga tayong bio performance eh.
ano nga ba yung
Vital perfection na tayo eh.
hindi, same range din ng bio performance.
Wala na nga tayong
Wala na ba yan?
vital perfection na yung ano natin. Wala na bio performance.
Yung bago?
Oo.
Ayan.
Sige.
Vital perfection na.
Yung may spirulina, yun yung kanina. Yun yung palit mo. Kasi maganda dun. Ayun lang.
Sa telepono mo.
Ay, ito yung mga benefits.
Pero wala din siya, wala din yung description eh.
Wala ba?
Wala eh.
Ayun pa yun. Ayun ba? Tapos ko hindi ko alam yung...
Tatanong ka kung anong skincare niya,
Yung ano,
kung ginawa natin.
pero antro tayo nun eh, wala tayong power nun.
So ano na nangyari?
Kasi sabi niya ba, sabi ko, pwede kong palitan ito ng Estee Lauder kasi hawak pa yung bottle niya. So, pwede ko palitan ng hindi wala yan.
Ang ganda niya no?
Ay, matagal. Rach, edi mag-ano yan, mag-argument. Ito, didiscuss mo yan. Tapos, ipalitan mo ng Ultimate. Tapos, tanong mo kung anong benefit ng Ultimate. Tapos, maghanap ka ng moisturizer dyan.
Garbo na lang.
Siguro pwede tayo sa essential energy. Yung
Lagay mo lang. Oo, sige, lagay mo dyan. Lagay mo dyan.
lagyan mo essential energy. Kasi nagkapalit yung ng balat niya, di ba? Baka kailangan i-empower yung balat niya, yung di ba?
Sige, ganyan
Mag-boost, ma-refresh.
Ayun pala yung benefit.
Okay, essential energy.
O, dali na. Kasi ano niya yun eh. Paano mo ipapalit? Paano? Yung mga ganun. I-tackle mo yung benefits ng cleansing.
She's used to light and moisturize texture for a day. Di ba sa essential na energy yun?
Yung
essential
Hindi
energy.
yung pang-apat.
Hindi.
Ayun na.
She's used light and moisturizing texture for day.
Issues like
She loves to wash her skin with a foam.
kailangan niya ng
you would like a private and plump for skin.
Ano pala yun?
Plump.
Facial wash pala yun.
Oo.
Kasi madami pa siyang facial wash. So means
Sa
pwede nyo.
gabi, sa umaga, kailangan niya lang ng light texture. I would like to brighten and cleanse.
Dali lang, lagay nyo na kasi ano yun yun.
Igado.
Igado, ikaw
O
na.
hindi ako, kayo.
Ilagay mo yung ano,
Ano ba facial wash na ano?
Facial, ano mo?
facial foam.
Hindi, pwede din i-ano mo din.
Kasi gusto niya ng facial foam eh.
Deep cleansing foam.
Hindi, i-ano mo lang, i-retain mo lang yung ano, yung extra rich cleansing foam. Kasi,
Ano yung susulat mo sa serum?
yung sa serum,
Ay, ito,
yung sabi ni Rich,
pakihawakan. Pakihawakan.
Lagay mo Rich
O, pakibasa na rin.
Rich sa serum, lagay mo na. Ang ultimate.
Ano yun?
Lagay mo yung ultimate.
Ang kukulit natin dito.
Hindi yung pang-apat.
Si Rich.
Yung ano, yung pang-apat.
Diba, okay na yung cleanser. Ano yung cleanser niya?
Ayan o yung future solution.
Future solution. Cleansing foam. Ano bang benefit? Ano niyan? Ano bang benefit ng cleansing foam?
Ando sa ano.
Hanapin mo benefit ng cleansing foam. Immune serum.
Sa cleansing foam ba?
Hindi yung sa ultimate niya, ano
It's
naman?
a power infusing concentrate serum.
Kasi Rich yung ano, yung ultimune boost and accelerates skin, ano daw, for immediate benefit. It will boost and accelerate skincare for immediate
It
benefit.
will boost, defend, and strengthen. Ano na lang it will boost and accelerate.
Sabi mo, because it can boost and accelerate skincare with its, ano, enhanced function.
Kasi kailangan mo mag-relate natin sa
Boost and accelerate skincare because it enhances the function of Langerhans cells and ano, and yun.
skincare.
Tapos sabihin na parang
And defend, it will defend and strengthen. Ano na
Yung
lang?
pangalawa, ultimune.
Then, yung ultimate, number ano na ka na rin?
Ultimune.
Ay,
Dalawa.
meron na dyan.
Pangatlo,
O, yung pangatlo,
essential energy.
Combination to dry skin.
ano nilagay mo sa number 3? Anong skincare?
Skincare nito. Combination siya. Mga cream po yung
O, yung cream.
Papalitan mo na nga yun kasi wala na siya.
Yung bio-performance.
Yung bio-performance na yun.
Pero gusto niya light sa umaga. So ano bang light natin? Emulsion.
Just combination skin, butter skin, exchange.
Ito emulsion ng wrinkle. Ah, this one emulsion.
Hindi,
to-
cream yun eh,
Hindi
cream
siya
yun.
pwedeng emotion rich kasi
Wrinkle
mas maganda
boosting
yung,
the emulsion.
yung emotion is light texture na yun.
Gusto niya light texture eh.
Usually, yung number 3 na tayo.
Hindi, yung extra information. She is using the light and moisturizing texture for the day.
Asan number ano na tayo?
Yung extra information.
Tapos ka na sa skin type.
Yun nga i-connect natin dito eh.
Is used to light emotion. O pwede to.
Diba? Gusto niya light, ayaw niya sa umaga.
Oh, yun o. Tama.
So pwede siya, tas with SPF pa.
O sige, lagay mo na. Parang
Ay, yun pala ibig sabihin ng ano.
Ano yung pangatlo? Skin type?
kasi dapat meron kang suggest sa kanya na product na sa lahat doon. Na
Yan ang ginagamit pala niya. Kala ko pa ba'y ganun?
Hindi, na gagamitin niya.
Dapat
Kunwari,
i-ano mo din kung anong concern niya.
Sagot sa skin type?
yung skin type niya, ano siya eh, combination skin.
Hindi, yung wash, yung wash.
Emulsion combination.
Yung SPF din yan. No?
Ano yung pang-wash niya?
Yung pang-wash niya, siguro yung normal na lang.
Performance.
Na,
O cleansing foam pa rin?
cleansing,
Dark
hindi.
skin that shows flakes on your skin. Yan ang skin quality ko. Pero gusto kasi niya yung foam.
She love
Pero
to wash
alam
it.
mo,
Ito, ito.
light lang. Pwede siya sa essential energy pala.
Ayun, okay.
Yung ano.
So, who already ended the challenge? Spain.
Malu.
Who are already ready to share?
Hindi, ano yung foam mo? Ano yung foam mo? Yung foam.
Everybody say, who wants to begin to share? Monica? Okay.
Kaya mag-cleansing foam, clarify cleansing foam.
Ayun na nga, yung clarifying yun.
Sa dulo.
Yung normal niya.
Kaya mo yan, Rich. Ano mo na, Rich. I-ano mo na.
Because I really know she's combination skin and we're not sure for her she will put the heavy makeup or not, but for the cleansing oil is very warm, it's very soft, so she can use, and after this we can use cleansing foam. I agree. Okay, so cleaning iron with the cleaning foam, which cleaning foam did you choose? I choose the same one, the Future Solution, because this one is really with yes. And after that, I will suggest the eye mask because her eyes already start to dehydrate. So I will suggest the eye mask before she puts the softener.
Monica, Chinese.
Which eye mask did you think about? In the action eye patch, and after that, I will suggest the softener. The Future Solution softener, because it's with concentrate, it's more moisturizer with the thermal lotion with the one. And after that, I will see the Woodimium. And Woodimium will give her the HD fines and it's concentrate, so she can use with the serum also. In the serum, we can choose the before I will choose the Amy or the incentive for the face and the neck. But we can suggest this white lucent also because she's used brightening to before, so maybe she easy to accept and suggest the option. So you hesitate between the white lucent serum, white lucent serum, and the intensive serum, which is the one from Future Solution. Which one would be the best? And both is nice, but of course the Amy is special technology, so it's including the anti-aging and wrinkle lifting and brightening. And my arm is heavy. And after that, I will suggest the white lucent day and night cream. And for the day, because with an SPF, so easily she can use in the day and night, especially target we have gel and another option. So if she wants light one, I will suggest the gel one. And after that, I will suggest eye cream. Either she can use together with the eye concentrator from the Woodimium collection. Which eye cream would you like to recommend? Because we have a lot of eye cream. I will Woodimium eye concentrate with the Future Solution one. It's better. And after that, I will suggest sunscreen. Okay, so if you sell everything, I think you will be your target of the most. Congratulations. Very good. So I understand all of your choices because you perfectly explained why did you advise this kind of product. I agree on your beauty routine seems really nice, really complete. Now I have a question. If you need to prioritize the product you would like to advise first, what would be this very first product that you would to advise on your list? What would be the second one and the third one you would advise?
Bakit pala sunod-sunod? Nandito pala sunod-sunod.
Ganyan siya pag nag-training sa training sa online.
Nakatakot.
Daming
Rich
ano.
yung Rich.
Ano niya, yung moisturizer. Siguro
Rich.
ano nilagay mo?
Ay, sabi akin. Pag ganyan po. Meron ba ako niyan?
Kasi akin.
Ayun sa'yo.
Kasi sa akin.
Yung sa'yo nakakabit.
Nasaan dyan? Dyan lang dyan.
Wala rin.
Wala ba?
Ganyan. Sa'yo dali lang.
Wala. Si Claudia po yun nandito eh.
Baso ko kanina.
Si Julia.
Wala ba dyan rin?
Wala ba dyan?
Kaya sa ilalim ng
Wala. Ano, ilang how old na si Julia? Pwede natin
Hihingi
yan
ako ng-
sa night cream. Ayan.
Hihingi ako.
Day and night.
Ayun, kuha ka sa kabila. Oh.
To properly absorb the treatment and then moisturizer. And then after that, I'm going to give her the eye cream. Because the concern is the expression lines around eye contours.
Ikaw na rin.
And then another thing for softener, I will advise her because she has pale skin. And then she said right now we don't have mask. For you guys to know that our softener, we can use it as a mask. We're going to soak the cotton pads into the softener and saturate the pads and put it all over the face and leave it for 10 to 15 minutes before applying the serum and then the moisturizer. So it helps to properly absorb the moisturizer and then the treatment. That's it.
Cleanser din.
That's only the alternative.
Pangatlo na yung serum. Oo. Kasi cleanser muna, tapos softener, tapos
Not
serum,
all
tapos night
softener
cream.
has
Night cream or night
time,
cream.
so I think it's more alternative way also for suggesting to the clients to use the softener instead of using some other product. Thank you very much, Julie. So I agree, very good. As I told you, there is not only one good option. Each table has its own ID, and that's why it's interesting, this kind of game. Here you told that she is really concerned about the eye contour, and we have here the example of this diet. It's true that she began to see expression line on the eye contour, and she has no eye contour. So this is also a very good idea to recommend as a priority number one night care. So also you told that she has no softener, and I agree. And it's very good idea to recommend the softener as a priority here. If you remember, the softener that we have in Shiseido helps to remove dead cells that are still on the skin. It's not an exfoliator, but it's do a light action of exfoliating on the skin, of exfoliation on the skin. So softener can be a very good idea since she's beginning to have freckles on the skin, on the nose, chin, and forehead. It could be a very good option. And I love your tips. My English is so bad these days. So I love your tips to in fact use the softener as a mask, especially yes, this day you said that we were information. The only thing is that I will not suggest to sell the softener as a mask. This is not the thing, but this is a very good kind of free tips to offer at the end of the recommendation. So thank you very much. So softener.
Letting them go.
Yeah.
I will add some technique for them to
It's a very good idea. And once normally you begin with this, with future solution softener, you will feel the difference in the skin. So very good tips. Yeah, concentrated and it's rich. It's a really enriched emotion. It's really make the difference on the skin contour. Yeah. And the third product, I think you advised the third product. I don't remember. No, two priority products. Good. Okay.
Sakto lang kayo. Si Dipa, si Ferrana.
Perfect.
Ewan ko kung kasama sila.
Yeah, true.
Wala nung sa ships eh. Birthday oh.
Exactly, she needs replenishing. And what kind? So, will you have a congratulations table first? Congratulations. Which one do you want to? Who wants to complete this skincare regimen. We'll have another case just afterwards, but for this one, I would like to know which one do you want to, who wants to complete what Charlotte and Monica just said. Who wants to also share their routine? You want to share? Let's go, Jerry. Mike to Jerry. Applause for Jerry.
So looking at Julia's skincare routine, she actually prefers a shorter, like a shorter routine. So just like 4-step skincare routine. And she likes to use a peeling product, which is more on
Hindi okay lang yun kasi isa na lang.
peeling, I think that's one of the things that makes her skin dry also. And
So,
we can advise to
hintay ka na.
and then
Ito ba?
instead of the extra rich cleansing foam, we suggest, since she loves peeling
Kinakapit na.
suggest
Pinaalala. Tatayo pa.
clarifying cleansing foam for that.
Nakakuha na ako.
It's a silver doll, and also she will see a beautiful bride skin radiant since she wants to have a bright and plump skin. And also, since she still has access to the advanced night care, we can suggest to keep it and mix it with, instead of the Glow Revival by Performance, we suggest we can have her change it with the Glow Revival by Performance. Yeah. And then
This is a very good idea. It's by performance. Remember, by performance is for early signs of aging. So this is just perfect.
Pero wala na tayo.
yes, and if she would love to change Estée Lauder Advanced Night Repair in the future, we can suggest her to use the Ultimate also.
Okay.
And just additional is she can add also the eye cream, press for aging, and that is the same, which is the Benefits Wrinkle Smoothing Eye Cream. So just like a short skincare routine.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, table number 3. So I agree with many things you said. The thing that maybe she's using too much peeling also. We always to be expert and to ask as many questions. So how many times are you using your peeling a day? Not a day. A week? If it's like 3-4 times, maybe it's a little bit too much. Like maximum from 1 to 2 times a week. Exactly. So you suggested as a first to replace the future solution with the clarifying. I perfectly understand your way of thinking is because on the effects of the clarifying, it's really to give brightness, luminosity to the skin. It's very nice, it's for all skin types, so I perfectly understand your choice. The only thing to know is that the form of future solution is the most elevated one in terms of moisture and brightness. And it will do everything that the clarifying already do with an extra moisture. So in terms of feeling and anti-aging benefit, it will be even upper than clarifying. So I have a little option on that one. I will just put a little option on that one. But I love also your idea of changing Glow Revival into the super revitalizing cream is super good. Why? Because super revitalizing cream gives instant results with hyaluronic acid, so it's super moisturizing, it instantly brightens the skin also. So we can or advise a super revitalizing or the white person can also be an option. So very good. And the eye cream beneficial for first wrinkle. Very good. Okay. Congratulations. Step number 3. Okay. Who wants to share also the routine? Maybe the last one. Ooh. Here are the shy people.
What, Rich?
Who wants to be super courageous? Who are courageous? This is the question. Not courageous?
Rich? 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 It's your chance. It's your chance, Rich. Rich? Yeah, she wants. Take your chances.
Okay, so here I choose the table that we don't have to. Allez, Carlo. Allez.
Rich? Rich, please.
Rich, ikaw na Rich.
Rich, she wrote on everything.
Oh, sige na Rich.
He seems a little scared, so she does good. So we'll give you the mic.
Namula tuloy.
Oh my god. Okay. We choose for the cleanser since she has the tired skin that shows like dryness on the skin, I use the extra rich cleansing foam.
Okay. Yeah, the milk one? Yeah.
And then I also, same with Shirley, I suggest the softener.
Okay.
Because it softens and hydrates the skin.
Okay.
And the third one was the day cream, since she is used light moisturizing texture at day. So I suggest the smoothing day emulsion SPF 20.
Okay.
Because yes, in day it already has the SPF.
Okay.
So it will protect the skin also. I forgot the Ultimune, by the way.
Okay.
The third, instead of the Estee Lauder, I will suggest the Ultimune, the serum.
Okay.
Because it will boost and accelerate the skincare, and it will defend also and strengthen the skin. So that's the third one, and the fourth one was it's the day cream. So it's the smoothing day emulsion with SPF 20. And at night, I will ask her if she likes to use the heavy one at night. So I can suggest.
Alors, not heavy.
I'm sorry, the rich one. The
Rich or anxious. Never said rich or heavy. And then she will not take it. It's heavy? Okay, I go.
So the rich one, cream, if she light or rich one. So I will suggest her to use the overnight firming treatment. Best for all skin types for boosted effect against daytime damage.
Okay.
That's all.
So the overnight of the firming treatment. So wow, you are directly giving the best. So the firming and lifting treatment. So I agree. I understand why you're advising the extra rich cleansing milk. If you look in your fan or your book, the extra rich cleansing milk is the softer, and the most gentle cleanser we have in our cleanser. Why? It's because the pH of this cleanser is not a milk as the name tells it. It's really a cleanser. It's a foaming cleanser that is the extra rich cleansing milk. It's very gentle because the pH of the product is the same pH as your skin. So it's really a very soft product. So the only thing here I'm concerned about is as a little bit like clarifying cleansing form that table of Jerry advice, is that you have this kind of decreasing in terms of overall product, because before she was in Future Solution. So Future Solution is really the best one. So for example, it will also give an extra comfort because it has a lot of moisturizing effect in it. Then you advise the softener, the normal version or the enriched one?
Yes.
Normal. Okay. So softener is a very good example, also very good product to sell to improve the dehydration of the skin. So that's really perfect. Then you have Ultimune serum. Exactly. She can replace Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair 2 weeks when she will be ending his product with Ultimune. So this is a very good idea. And as a day cream, you advise Bénéfiance, since Bénéfiance is the anti-wrinkle cream. I think it's a little bit early at this stage because she just seems to have first lines around the eye contour, maybe not lines on the face. So why not? Maybe in front of you, she will have some lines also on the face. So if this is the case, yes, the daily motion of Bénéfiance can be the case. Otherwise, if she is really just concerned by the hydration and very first line around the eye contour, maybe it's a little bit too early, and then we need to switch into bioperformance or essential energy and also the lotion if she's looking for just hydration. But early signs of aging is really bioperformance. Okay, and then at night, overnight cream and mask. So I understand that you want to recommend a very, very rich and unctuous cream. The only thing is that the overnight firming treatment is really to lift and firm the skin. So I'm not sure if she is the target for us since she just had early signs of aging. So I think it will be a little bit advanced. If she likes the texture and like the product, go for it. But it's just that it will be really, really advanced compared to her skin. I don't think it will be bad, I'm not saying, because I already used the overnight night treatment, and I'm really good. It's just that it's really giving a lot of benefits compared to what she's looking for. But the texture is nice, the sensuality is nice, and it's really, really rich, the skin really fine. So it's going to be discussable with the consumer. So yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
So I think we'll stop there for this for today. How do you feel? Refreshed? Because of other product or the training? Okay. So thank you very much. Do you have any question to ask maybe at the end of this session? Yes. Hello, yes, your question is, can she mix ultimate with advanced night repair? So if you mix both products, it will completely change the sensoriality of the product. So we are not advising to use two types of products, especially when it's coming from two different brands. But for example, if you are using a night cream and you want to add a little bit of oil, this is possible because the oil will in fact much more resistant, but it will change the sensoriality of Shiseido products. And since we are promising the customer to have very fast penetrating action, the product are really formulated to have this kind of sensoriality, I'm really afraid that it will completely change the feel of the product on the skin. So the option number 2 would be to keep night repair at night and ultimate morning maybe, but since here we cannot, she will not be sure that the effect she sees is just fully because of ultimate load. So maybe it's good to really keep the night repair until the last days, and she can buy the ultimate and maybe 2 days after when she will be finishing this Estée Lauder product. I will give you the mic so we can hear.
I encountered one customer that she's using that advanced night repair. She feels that she didn't feel the result on her skin. So she came to Shiseido and I advised her to get ultimate. And I told her if you didn't feel it, so why not you try the ultimate? So that's it.
This is very fast. So maybe she will be fully, I hope she will be fully satisfied with autoimmune. That is, the technology is different, the promise are similar because it's a single position, product positioning. So yeah. Do you often your customer come back sometimes? Do you see twice the same customer, or is it always changing? Once she came back. Okay, she came back once. Okay. So, do you have any other question? Thank you very much for your question. No. And then another question? No? All clear? Okay. We have been super, super, super happy to see you again after these 2 years of virtual training. Thank you very much. I think we will just wrap up with a small speech of Ludivine if you want to close the session.
Okay, so it's been really nice again to see you all today. I would like to thank you also for spending these 2 years on connecting to the online sessions and being there. It was the opportunity for us also through the digital session to actually see you more than once or twice a year. I'm going to be completely transparent with you. You are really part of the lucky ones today to have a face-to-face trainings, because the initial plan that we had at the beginning of the year was actually to do regional seminars and to be able to see everyone. We had to revise our budgets, and we have been only being able to do a a few destinations, so in total 19 actually, which is not covering completely the whole area. So again, it's actually quite a chance for you. What I wanted to say also is at the end of the year we will be using Lj'sChannel. Okay, so as you all know, Lj'sChannel is a very big part of our portfolio. The aim of the group tomorrow, and it's not my choice, it's Wetensand's choice, is to really refocus tomorrow on skincare. The idea of the group is to become the #1 skincare beauty company worldwide. So what we've been doing today is actually really important for us, that you understand how important the knowledge in skincare is going to be beneficial tomorrow when we will be using DG. Okay? So today we have Shiseido, we have Clé de Peau, tomorrow we might have Drunk Elephant. There's also other skincare brands within the group that we are planning to launch over the area in EMEA. So please, skincare, I'm not saying makeup is easy and fragrance is easy. I'm just saying that for Shiseido and Clé de Peau, there's a lot of technologies and a lot of specificities and a lot of knowledge required. So we were here today not as a very, very big group, so it's really important that you speak up. I know that Mel is always there to answer your questions, but if anything comes, on the field and you have any questions you wish us to ask, we're happy to answer, receive an email, or you go through Mel. But again, I really want to focus on this importance. Okay? Next semester, we will come back again. Okay? We've only done skincare for this part. I know Ali was there for the makeup. For the fragrance, our fragrance trainer is actually on sick leave at the moment, so that's why we were unable to do fragrance training. But the idea is to be able to do fragrance training in the next semester. So we're planning to come back in October again. Okay? And if we can, we might do 1 full day on skincare and 1 full day on fragrance. It depends on how much time we will have, and also 1 full day on makeup. Okay? Finally, about the gifts, because we haven't forgotten the gifts, it's just that, as you are saying, the same situation that you're facing on the point of sale with out of stock situation and time for products to reach the point of sale, but it's actually the same for us. So they are on the way and they're supposed to arrive next week. So Med will be delivering all the gifts. You'll be the lucky ones to have all the fragrance novelties plus a full skincare routine. So there's quite a few gifts to be given, okay, for you. And we have also the gifts from the Discover Shiseido and the Beauty Genius that we had last year, okay? So there's also that we are planning to deliver. And finally, have I forgotten something?
So for the gift will arrive on June 23rd. So same what we used to do, I asked Murad to dispatch it to you. Okay, so let's expect let's leave us some time until last week of this month, until first week of July.
Yeah. Okay, for the NARS, I'm just thinking because I've got a few NARS people who are attending Alice training. I also have the gifts for NARS, which is different. It's just I've delivered them to the office. I'm hoping that some of the people from the Middle East office should be there next week, so I'll give them to them and they will be delivered to you. And then there's the CPD gifts, and CPD is not referenced on the local market, so I also have to bring them to the office and get the staff to, when they come over to Dubai, to this. Okay? That's it. Any allocations? And allocations, so that should be delivered in the second semester, normally if everything is running smoothly. I don't know if you have any questions for me.
Ano kasi yan?
Nato naman, makausap ko din. Great, yes. Great, yes.
Okay, so let's face it, guys, with the loss of DG, I'm not saying that the next few years are going to be really, really easy. I'm really fighting and making the point, and that's why also Celine and myself are traveling this semester to make people understand in the office how important is it for face-to-face training and how important it is for motivation also to go somewhere else. It depends on the budget I will have next year. I cannot say now that we will all be traveling somewhere next year. I know that other brands are doing that, but other brands are not losing 50% of their business by the end of the year, okay? So, step by step, we have, it's what I would like to do, believe me. It's what I'm saying to them every day, but I cannot for the moment say that it will happen next year, okay? The idea would be to do a regional seminar. I know that if we're all in Dubai, if we can do it somewhere else, it would be, of course, much better. But we'll see, have an answer on that by the end of the year, probably in September or October. Okay? So if it's not happening in 2023, it may happen in 2024, but let's hope that it happens in 2024. Okay?
I would call someone that is like to come for a group photo all together, since you have just to have a memory all together of this day.
Okay,
And
Group photo.
also for all the persons that were not onboarded on ShareUp and had or had some issue, please come to me now at the end of the training and I will be assisting you. Okay?
Yung ano daw?
Share up.
Oh.
Photo muna.
Yes.
Ah, so ano,
Celine, I've got
mo na
already
yun?
the share up.
Naano mo na yun?
I've got-
Yung points natin?
Mamaya pa nga.
Yeah.
Yung, ligay yung,
Mamaya pa nga pakita sa photo.
Hindi, I've got, sabi ko, I've got. Kasi sabi ko habang wala ako.
oh kaya nga, I've got
I've
the
got.
power.
I've got.
Gusto ko lang magamit.
Excited ka.
Ay, tawag dito, di ba meron tayong yung
So she
redemption
promised
points?
me yesterday that she's
Nagamit
going
mo
to
na
help
ba
me
yun?
for the share
Bumili
up.
nga ako ng nun.
Hindi ako marunong
And now
mag-ano.
I've
May email sa'yo.
Oo nga, tapos, paano
So
ulit
I've
mo?
recovered.
Click the subscribe button and also the bell button so that you're updated to our videos.